a weird thing.
Years and years ago, right?
Yeah, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah,
the last time I was in an SW20.
Yeah. Welcome.
What was interesting about that one is that its factory boost gauge was up here.
Yes. This was originally an NA chassis, so we had a voltmeter.
Oh, okay.
Which is much more useful, because that factory boost gauge was utterly worthless.
Really?
Yeah, it pegged out at like 8 pounds, because that's all it was supposed to ever read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you put boost control on them, then it just reads pegged out all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're in like, or if you have a Gen 4 car, so all of our Gen 4 cars, if it's a turbo chassis, that's just pegged all the time. It's utterly worthless. So that's why you got this, the mechanical gauge, and then you got another voltmeter there. Just because they look cool. I wanted to put another pod there.
Come on, man, you don't have your AFR constantly reading?
Yeah, the old one on stock ECUs. I love those guys. I'm like, you're just giving yourself things to incorrectly diagnose your car. Like, Toyota knew what they were doing. You don't have to monitor your AFRs. That was one of my pet peeves. Customers used to ask us to install them during builds, and we would tell them no, because you're gonna backyard mechanic diagnose problems that don't exist. If the factory ECU has a problem, the car basically doesn't work. So it's not like it can kind of run right.
Yeah, it's like my AW11. I have to. Whoops. There's a.
Yeah,
oh, I gotta dodge.
Hug the middle.
Hug the middle?
Yeah.
Wow, sorry. I dodged one and hit another.
Yeah, if you pretty much just hug that, then you dodge most of the ones that we care about.
I know the fluttering sound is technically bad for the turbo.
Well, interestingly, the fluttering sound is just the air bouncing around in the intake. When you go to metal piping, the intercooler pipes and the intakes, that's really what that sound is.
Oh.
So a Gen 4 will flutter with or without a blow-off valve. Makes no difference.
Huh.
Yeah. The Gen 2s only flutter if you delete the blow-off valve.
Yeah.
Or if you run a vented blow-off valve. But this way the car drives properly and better. Vented, it doesn't drive well at all. Yeah, so that's another kind of fun fact. Guys are like, oh, is that surge? No, off throttle isn't surge. Only on throttle surge is relevant. That's just flutter. Enjoy it.
I will.
This has been torn up too.
Oh, man.
Just slow boat on the right side.
Oh, man.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll survive. This was all from the winter. This road used to be like, not great, but it wasn't that bad. But we're pretty much good now.
Oh, you're right. That is smooth. Unlike, wow.
Yeah, super linear. Because the whole point of all this stuff on the factory car was to make it not sound like a turbo car. So a recirculating blow-off valve is just there to make it not sound like a turbo car, because regular people hear these noises and they're like, oh my god, the car's broken.
Right.
So they make them not sound like that. We make it sound like a turbo car. Basically just hug the left here and you're good. And then you're in a bag of left. But yeah, third gear is the MR2's gear.
The gear shift is doing the exact same thing that my AW11 did. It moves.
Yeah.
When you get on it, moves back.
Yep.
But these don't pop.
No. Not unless they're very broken. Yeah, that was a C50 transmission issue. C52, they fixed it. But yeah, and this is a very good condition trend, so it moves very little. The more worn SW20 transmissions, they'll move quite a bit, but they won't pop out. I mean, unless they're broken.
Oh, and then when you want to put it in fifth, you'd really watch it build. Or not. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, you got to get some load on it. For these turbos, for the 26, for this to be breathing, it's really got to be at like $4 grand.
Okay.
And then they basically fall off around 5,500. The later turbos, the 20B on the Gen 3 and the 15B on the Gen 4, they'll basically pull all the way to red line.
I like how the turbo's right behind the driver.
Yeah, it's the right spot.
Yeah. Oh, if I get a Forester XT, how do I... The sound is completely useless, though. If I want a stock Forester XT, it's not going to make that noise.
No.
I maybe hear a slight whistle, but... Oh, I would never tire of that.
I don't. It's been 20 years.
Oh, now we're in traffic. So you get a lot of JDM cars that come in here, and their customers, well, what do they say?
Yeah, so the JDM cars are really better in almost every way when you come to Gen 2 to Gen 2. So they have the ceramic turbine wheel, they have much more aggressive tune, and the right-hand drive just makes them really interesting to drive. But as a car, they make like another 15 wheel more horsepower. They spool 300 RPM faster. They feel a lot more like a Gen 3 powered MR2 in terms of power delivery, spool, and horsepower. But they are still 25-year-old cars, so no matter how nice they are, and most of them coming from the importers are really nice, you know, they still need work. So the guys ship them in, they have us go through the whole car, we send them a whole list of everything that's could be done on it.
Yeah.
And then they either keep the car and they have us do all that, so they never have to touch it for another 5-10 years, or they send it back to the importer with a list of all the stuff that it needed.
Yeah.
And then they go get a different one.
Yeah. But bam!
Yeah, that's a big one. Often they'll go out and then buy one that we built several years ago. So they'll go out and find one of our old cars, because we built several hundred of them, so they're out there. Just they don't come up for sale very often because they work.
Well, thank you so much, Justin, for giving us a time in one of your show cars. And I hope whoever wins this vehicle likes it, because this is an everyday SW20, lightly breathed on and totally functional. It feels like a modern car.
That's the idea.